Chris Hook's joined courtside by the head man of the Eagles, LeVelle Moton. And, Coach, I think you can agree with me on this one. This one hurts probably more than any other loss this season.
Absolutely. We just have to collectively have pride into those 4 letters across the chest. And, that's what I told the kids. It's not about them. It's not about me. It's about this historic university and this program and where we're trying to go in those 4 letters across the chest. And one of the greatest gifts in life is pretty much being a part of something that's bigger than yourself. And, we all are blessed to be in that situation. So with all that said, we have to play and commit and dedicate ourselves and devote ourselves to those 4 letters across the chest. And, forget the stats. Oh, that's even. Everything cancels out. It boils down to who was going to get stops. And we gave up 3 consecutive layups, uncontested at one time. I mean, it's hard to fathom. I have to look at the video to see what happened, but at the end of the day, it's uncalled for. And, of course, in the second half, we were 8 for 20, so there go our Achilles heel again as far as shooting the basketball. And, we just have to step up and make shots and make significant plays at significant times. And, that's something I've pretty much been stressing with you. And it's pretty much been redundant in my post-game interviews. And we didn't step up to the line and make free throws. And, we are a team who has to manufacture points in each and every way because we simply do not have the foul power to go on wicked runs at any given time. So 10 for 22 from the free throw line. If my math is correct, that's about 45%, 44-45%. Yep. That's ridiculous. You can't win a basketball game shooting 45% from the free throw line, and that's what we were tonight.
And that's really uncharacteristic of this team. They seem to do a pretty good job this year of hitting the free throws, and tonight just seemed like CJ was struggling, and then Dami 0 for 4 in the first half. He was the entire free throw effort in the first half, but that's just something that really hadn't been the case this year.
Right, absolutely. I just felt like one of the key moments in the game where I thought we came out and hit a couple of shots in the first half and went on a pretty decent run, and we were executing offensively and getting any and everything we wanted at will pretty much. And we came out and we got up and then we got into our own thing. We broke a couple of plays down, took a couple of 4 shots, took a couple of 1-pass shots, which is a no-no at NCCU. And from that moment on, it seemed like we remained on 20 for a while. And we allowed them to develop a couple of some confidence. Even in the first half, I thought our defensive effort was valiant. And, we held them to 20%. So when you hold a team to 20%, you have to come out and be up at least 15 points or more. And I just don't think we capitalized in the first half.
Well, as you look at the second half, it was 33-20. And we'll go to the second half where you're talking about stuck on 20. 33-20 with 12:46 to go. At the 7:34 mark, they took the lead at 36-35, a 16-2 run. And it just seemed like Nurse got hot and Clark was really able to penetrate the defense. So, Clark, you held him scoreless in the first half.
Yeah, I really thought the difference in the game, now that I think about it, was we got in foul trouble. So I couldn't pressure. I thought our pressure just hounded them and forced a lot of turnovers. But we had so many guys in foul trouble that we just couldn't pressure anymore. We had to go back and sit in the zone, and, they got in some gaps and kicked out, and, we became timid. We wasn't as aggressive as we were when we had 1 and 2 fouls. Now guys got 3 and 4, and we didn't get a hand up on the shooters, and, to his credit, he stepped up and made some shots.
Coach, when you talk about being stuck on 20, you scored on a Dami Sapara layup to make it 20-10 with 9:18 to go. Mm-hmm. And you got your 22nd point with 39 seconds left in the half. I have to go back and look at
So we went 9 minutes without scoring?
9 minutes without scoring.
That was the key to the game.
And that was a contest you could have been up by 20 at the half. Just the defense you were playing and how solid you were on the other side of the floor. It really seemed like you had their number tonight. And it just goes to show you you're right there at it on the cusp of beating some very good Division I schools.
Yeah, we are, but, we have to get over that mentality. We can no longer accept. It's black or white in basketball. It's no gray area. We cannot settle for more victories, and that's pretty much the culture that, I've been trying to change around here. We don't want to be content. We don't want to become complacent, and we don't want to just be the guys that's just happy to be close to Western Illinois and NC State and so on. We just want to win. Okay, we want to win basketball games, and I guess that'll take a while because you're not only changing the culture, you're changing the overall mentality. But hopefully it'll come.
Michael Glasser finished the night 6 assists, no turnovers. That moves him up to 11th all-time in assists with 234. He's 4 away from one of your teammates, Larry Crowder. Just talk about his performance tonight at the point.
Well, I told him, midway through the first half that, his, as well as he may play, it may not merit itself in his point total. I just wanted him to concentrate on just having a great floor game and balanced floor game and just getting everyone involved and finding them at appropriate times. And he pretty much did that. I think it's great that he had no turnovers because he didn't play his best basketball several games ago. So he pretty much bounced back. But, we just have to have other guys to step up and make plays. And, Chris, I'm not really talking about offensively. We are who we are. We struggle shooting the basketball, and we're not good shooters, and that's okay. We accept that. But, we try to hang our hat on defense, and when we really needed to stop, we just couldn't come up. So it's tough because right now we are at that point where we have to learn how to win. And the coaches are scratching their heads. We're game planning and preparing the kids and giving out scouting reports and so on and so forth. But when they get to that 3-minute mark, and it's a tie game, then, each loose ball, each extra possession, we just got to come up with it.
One player, interesting enough, Nick Chason's had some really good first halves. His second halves have seemed to fallen off a little bit. He was in foul trouble much of the night tonight. But what can you attribute to that? He's had such good starts to these last 3 ball games.
Right. When you get out of the gates and you have a wonderful start, foul trouble and you sitting over here, it just freezes you. And now you have to start all over again. And he got in foul trouble. Dijon got in foul trouble. And those are 2 kids that we just can't afford to have in foul trouble along with CJ because, we're just not deep enough with our depth right now to come in and substitute those guys. But, he has to do a better job of not fouling. And it goes back to being disciplined on defense and not reaching. A lot of his fouls are ticky-tack fouls. It's because he's reaching. So, he has to really come along and grow up, for lack of a better word, and just not reach on defense.
Well, I guess the only thing for you to do now, get back to it, get set for Saturday night's contest, a rematch against Savannah State, and, move on as you have all year long. Move on to the next and continue chopping wood, as you say.
Yeah, we'll keep chopping wood. We're not going to hang our heads low. We're not going to feel sorry for ourselves. We're going to represent ourselves well.
All right, Coach. I know you're disappointed in the loss. Thanks for your time, as always.
Thanks a lot, Chris.